Hi, I'm Baozhang, a software engineer on the Instagram Business Messaging API team. Thank you for attending the first Conversations conference. I hope these sessions are useful to give you hands-on knowledge of how you can use our business messaging tools and APIs to help build a business for yourself. In an earlier session, you learned how to send your first business message on WhatsApp. In this session, I will walk you through the setup and steps to send your first business message on Instagram using our API. Instagram is a vibrant community, and over 90% of people on Instagram follow at least one business. This is a great platform for businesses to engage with their community in creative ways, to deliver a great customer experience and help drive sales. So let's get started. To send your first business message using the Instagram messaging API, you will need an Instagram professional account, a Facebook page connected to that account. If you don't already have a Facebook page, you can create one and unpublish it so that it is not publicly available. A Meta developer account that can perform tasks with at least moderate level access on that page. A registered app with basic settings configured. Assuming you have the first three requirements ready, to create the app, just log into your Meta developer account and click Create App. Make sure you select it as a business app. Provide the name of the app, contact emails, address, and click Create App. Once you have created the app, make sure you have the required permissions enabled. For test mode, you only require standard access for the following three permissions: Instagram Basic, Instagram Manage Messages, Pages Manage Metadata. Remember, the test mode will only work for users who have a role on the app, as well as are connected to any Instagram test account. For a public launch, you will need to request advanced access for these three permissions. If you're building an app to be used by other clients, you will have to configure Facebook login in your app so the client can grant access to the necessary permissions to your app. However, for the purpose of this demo, or if you're building the app for your own business, you can easily use the Graph API Explorer to generate the page access token. Generate the page access token by specifying the Facebook page to be connected to the app. Once that is done, provide access to the three permissions again: Pages Manage Metadata, Instagram Basic, Instagram Manage Messages. After you specify the permissions, connect the Instagram account that you're building the app for. Capture the token so your app can use it in the next few steps. You can also check if all the permissions have been set up correctly by calling the Instagram Conversation API to fetch all the conversations for the Instagram professional account. As you can see, these are all the message IDs that our fictional business account or General Coast Clothing has in their DM. You can set up webhook to subscribe and listen to any messages or comments that may come onto your Instagram professional account. You will need a server to receive and process the webhook. We have sample code available linked in our dev docs, which you can deploy on any app development platform. Once you follow the steps provided, you will be able to generate the callback URL for the webhook. To configure the webhook, go back to your Meta developer dashboard and set up a webhook for your app. Use the Instagram object and configure the webhook with a callback URL from your server, as well as the verified token. You will also need to subscribe to messages to specify that the webhook should be listening for incoming messages to your account. Your app must enable page subscriptions on the page feed field to receive webhooks from the Instagram account. Now that your setup is done, let's explore how you can use the webhook to receive the message and respond accordingly. Let's deep dive into Instagram Stories. Instagram Story is an easy and lightweight way for businesses to engage their community. They can invite their customers to ask specific questions, participate in giveaways, create excitement about an upcoming launch, and drive pre-orders for their products. For our demo today, Let's explore how a business can capture all the activities happening on stories and start interacting with their loyal followers through giveaways. Here we have a fictional business, Original Coast Clothing, which is doing a 24-hour giveaway to reward their followers and further engage with their community. They ask people to reply with a specific hashtag, #OCCGift, to enter the giveaway. When a user replies on the giveaway story, your app will receive a webhook notifying you of the event. This will include the anonymized user ID, also called IG Business Scoped ID. In your app, you can build simple automation to check for a specific hashtag associated with a giveaway, which is #OCCGift in our case. If the giveaway hashtag is identified, the business can respond with a set message using the Send API. As you see here, I'm using the IG Business Scoped ID to respond to the user and thank them for participating in their giveaway. And there you have it, your first business message. As you saw, it is quite simple to build an app to receive, automate, and send messages on Instagram. Businesses are already using Instagram in creative ways to engage with their community. Today, we are announcing that we have also increased the Send API rate limit to 100 API calls per second for each Instagram professional account. This can improve the user experience for high-volume use cases like private replies on Instagram Live, giveaway posts, and flash sales. You can easily leverage features like persistent menu, icebreakers, quick replies, templates, and handover protocol to help build a rich and engaging messaging experience for businesses and creators on Instagram. Now that you have learned how to send your first message on Instagram, dive a little deeper into building a conversational commerce experience for users in the next session. Thank you.